Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Gemini for the month of November 2022. Hello, my gems. Sorry I'm late. I am definitely going through some endings in my life. So show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. I will start the weekly horoscopes for November 14th this week, and I'm going to do daily horoscopes tonight on my TikTok so you can get a better view of your solar eclipse energy, your lunar eclipse energy. So tomorrow on the 8th at 6:02 a.m., the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus is exalted here, but I don't think so. But that's my personal opinion. Unexpected or upsetting news may lead you to make emotional decisions that lead you astray and make matters worse, so be careful. It's best not to act on impulse now, though you may be restless to do so. You're prone to depression and isolation, feelings of guilt and insomnia. No, I'm kidding. I sound like those prescription commercials. And obsession with the past is hard to shake you off. You can feel like other people in your life or at work are walking all over you. You need to work on delving more into gratitude is the attitude. This is a time when your personal needs and your personal responsibilities to others are at odds with each other, and it seems as if something must give because you find that you cannot do both. This is usually a time for reflection and solitude, but you're not going to see it like that, so it's going to be like depression, anxiety, that kind of thing. Sometimes this can be traveling abroad for some purpose. For others of you, this is a time here where you could be getting paid to go back to school in a different state or country as well. You may be having a hard time keeping the faith. It is a time when doubt about your beliefs is likely to be particularly strong. You may find that what you once believed wasn't really true, and this is a time when you have to readjust your compass to find your true direction in life. Often this is a time of heavy responsibilities that mark a turning point in your career. You may find that you have more responsibilities than you can handle, which could lead to others accusing you of negligence and incompetence. Then for some of you, this could be also a change of employment. On the 16th at 1:08 a.m., Venus is in Sagittarius. This is in your 7th house of relationships. This is a popular energy time for you. Those of you in media and social media, great energy for that. I feel like you're very open to trying anything new. You can be more out and about than usual. You can be more in the holiday spirit. For some of you, love relationships can suffer at this time because you're more about your freedom, hanging out with your friends, dealing with other people's responsibility, and you're not really invested in the relationship at this time. So the relationship can suffer, okay? So make sure that you give your partner some time and energy. You could also find power struggles with love relationships, or you don't like the other one telling you what to do. It is a great time for working out contractual details with this energy, negotiations with this energy. This can be also improve communications between you and your maid or business partners, but also it could be a favorable tactical persuasion in legal matters. This is a time when the relationships are being tested. Usually either you or your partner want more freedom in the relationship. Avoid smothering your partner and allow enough room to be themselves, and communicate a little bit more than usual, because you guys sometimes have like a difficult time communicating your thoughts and feelings to your partners, okay? And you tend not to do that. So on the 17th at 3:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury in Sagittarius, this is best spent listening to others to get a more detailed picture of what they want. Don't voice your demands for the time being, and don't expect to work out an agreement. If you do succeed in an agreement, chances are someone feels that they have given up too much. Your mental concentration is probably not to par, and there is a potential that you may have to renegotiate an agreement. There is a danger you may end up with the short end of the stick at this time because your mental guard is down. Communications are very polite, almost too polite, to the point where you're just allowing people to just like get their way, instead of speaking your mind and say something. So, niceties aside, try to leave that aside, okay? Don't, try to be just as tenacious as the other person, because trust me, they're not thinking about you when it comes to contracts and negotiations, okay? You often fall for people who are sharp-minded, quick-witted, knowledgeable, and thought-provoking. There is a strong need to communicate ideas and information with your partner. Yours is likely to be intellectually fulfilling relationship. You should keep your desires to criticize under control. You have more fulfilling relationships with your partner at this time. Then on the 22nd at 3:20 a.m., Sun in Sagittarius in your 7th house, an excellent time for business partnerships. Chances are that this other party will give you an added boost in your career. Issues with marriage may come up. Also a favorable time for weddings. Legal issues work favorably. Be careful about the image you project to others. Others are prone to misunderstand you now, or they could see you as being fake. Okay, so be careful. Also try to be clear speaking. This is a time of increased activity of communications and daily routines. More letters, more phone calls than usual. You may have a lot to do in a short amount of time. Listening is especially very important now. There may be a tendency for you to disregard certain ideas, opinions. Arguments often result in a failure to listen to other people's point of view. Avoid confrontations with those in authority. If you have a hard time relaxing, you may find yourself getting nervous and developing headaches. On the 23rd at 5:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the new moon in Sagittarius. Also on this day at 6:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jupiter goes direct into Pisces. So on the new moon energy, a peaceful partnership and mutual trust. Marriage is bliss. A love relationship may turn more serious now. Your mate is very supportive of you. If there has been a relationship tension, the easing of that tension is settling of hostilities. Feelings and affection make you feel supported by your friends. It is an excellent time for romance, as you and your partner will have a time alone together. Your home life and your relationships with other women should be tranquil at this time. Peacefulness of surroundings generate greater contentment in personal life. This is a good time to spend with family and friends. You may be more sentimental than usual. This is also a time of meeting new love. If you're already involved, this is a good time for marriage proposals or moving in together. You know, real talks of commitment, maybe buying you a car and putting it in your name, stuff like that. So real commitments are being made. This could also be a purchasing of a home and then putting in each other's name. Then on the 23rd at 6:02 p.m. Jupiter direct, a surprising development in your career may develop that allows you to rise to the top of the competition very quickly, but your position may not be stable. You will need to be flexible and able to make decisions quickly. Career reversals are possible. This is a good time to seek business partnerships. You benefit through symbiotic relationships this month. You have the opportunity to meet with powerful individuals who can influence your life for the better, not necessarily at work. This could also be with friendships. Relationships with men and authority figures should improve. If you search yourself, you will find that your perspective is broadening. There is often an increase in openness to ideas and cultural lifestyles that you don't normally encounter. There is a very successful time for investments and financial dealings. Alliances can be formed now that may be beneficial to you. The rules of your marriage may go through profound transformation now. You may be given authority or influence that have power to make changes now for the benefit of others. This is an excellent time for dealing with authorities. Legal issues and settlements will tend to be in your favor. Business could be picking up, and business can be blessed at this time as well. Yes. So at this time, I am using Mystic Monday Tarot. This one has Princess. This has a booklet. This has the Princess cards. I don't read Princess cards. I don't know how. This is like something new that people started coming up with. And really, I'm not feeling the energies on them. And I never really messed with them before. So I'm not going to start now because I just don't feel like I understand them. So I'm not going to use that, but I'm going to use everything else in the cards is fine. Now these cards are like made out of like that silver material. So when you purchase them, you got to really shuffle them because the cards stick together. Okay, so I include, as I was shuffling them and reading them myself, I kind of unstuck them and just included them in my reading, okay, because everything happens for a reason, that kind of thing. So the first card I come up with is the Justice card. For some of you, you can be dealing with court at this time with this energy, major decisions are coming up during this time period. For some of you, you really need to be like very nurturing with yourself at this time. I feel like this is a frustrating time for some of you. So, be loving to yourself. Use this time period for self-care, self-healing, start delving into like inspirational videos, be more about the subconscious mind, give the brain something else to do rather than stay in your thoughts with this energy, because your head is not the place to be, I feel. Okay, the 10 of coins, there is an emphasis on money for better or for worse at this time. Trust your intuition during this time period as well with this energy this month. The 5 of Cups, I feel like for some of you, yes. For others of you, this is a time to get to really know somebody. I see love around you at this time, or you kind of want to rush into love during this time period for some of you, but at the same time, slow down and get to know this person, because all may not be what it seems, or there could be like a lot of red flags happening here, or this person could be possibly married. The 9 of Swords, I feel like for some of you, this could be dealing with bouts of depression at this time. Yeah, so you may have to be a little bit realistic with love this month as well, especially new love coming in. Be a bit realistic with it and your expectations with this person, alrighty, because I feel like all is not what it seems. It could be like a boom bam thank you ma'am kind of situation, or this person could be just using you for money, or just using you to get somewhere in their career kind of situation, and butt kissing you. The Knight of Cups, ooh, no options here, no love offers being made. So I guess we're dealing with the same energies as of October. Okay, so you're still dealing with certain energies, or if this could be a situation here where you're also looking for change at this time, and there is no changes going to be made because you may have to do it by your hand. So nobody's going to bring opportunities to you at this time, so you have to take initiative. So if you're like a bit of a hermit, you may have to and you want to find love, you may have to take yourself out of the house, like join a gym, or do some kind of group organization, church or whatever, to meet new people at this time. Okay, like volunteer, just to get out there and meet new people. The Judgment card, major decisions are coming out at this time. Definitely dealing with court for some of you this month with this energy as well. For others of you, you really do have something heavy on your mind. I feel like you want opportunities to just come falling on your lap, but that's not the case. So you kind of have to make it happen for yourself instead of just assuming it's going to happen with this energy. For some of you, I do see this being a beautiful time for love relationships. I do see this being a great time for contracts and negotiations. This could also be getting married at this time. This could also be, for some of you here, an elopement. I feel like it's going to be happening for some of you this month as well with this energy. I feel like for some of you here with the Justice card and the Judgment card, you have a real difficult time letting go. Okay, you are stuck where you are because you have to initiate change, like I said. So you have a difficult time letting go of the past with this energy. You have a difficult time moving forward with this energy. So you're kind of sitting on your hands about things during this time period. Okay, so it's up to you this month to take initiative and make things happen for yourself rather than sit on your hands. Create a plan and, start either cutting people off or start making your boundaries with other people during this time period, okay? For some of you, not the best time to start a fight with other people as well. You could be, things could be said at this time and you could be puffing up your chest and stuff like that. Pick and choose your battles because Mars is in retrograde and you're going to lose, or you might be the one that ends up in jail because it's Mars in retrograde. So whoever starts a fight first is the loser, okay? So don't be going over people's houses at this time, because then we got vengeful North Node in Taurus in your 12th house of karma. Okay, so we could see an unraveling happening to certain people now. It's like because of the way they react, the way they take out revenge, and we could see it backfiring on people during this time period and things not working out in people's favor at this time, because this is all about creating the balance in the universe during this time period. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you could be looking for payback, looking for your money at this time, seeking some kind of compensation for the work you've done for somebody, alrighty? So, again, not the best time to be sending people to court because you're not going to win, okay? So it's just best to leave it alone. I feel like there could be some restrictions or burdens that you could be carrying at this time as well, or certain obligations to other people that, you've had for a very long time, and now you're feeling stuck in your situation. So again, this was in reverse. You have to make things happen for yourself at this time. You can be dealing with separation and loss with this energy as well. This is a time of contracts and negotiations with this energy. Oh, who's in reverse? The Queen of Coins. Ooh, you may not receive any help from the women in your life at this time. So there are going to be, it's kind of like the universe is trying to make you take initiative to really, you got a stellium this month in your 12th house. So it's the universe way of trying to get you out of your comfort zone and trying to make you take the initiative on things. Okay, so you might start getting really uncomfortable with certain situations, and the thing is that because you have a stellium in Cancer in your second house at this time, your emotional attachments to people and to certain things are keeping you stuck and keeping you where you are at this time. So it's very hard for some of you to be moving forward. For some of you, you're stuck in the past. So we can see people with drug addictions have a very hard time this month. And it could be getting worse for them because they're really stuck in the past and they have a really difficult time moving forward with this energy. I do see love with this energy, but it could also be slow coming for some of you. I feel like this is a time period there that when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, or working with other people or dealing with other people, clear communication is really needed at this time, okay? Let's flip her back. Prayers can be answered during this time period as well, but be careful with that because, when you get your prayers answered, if you want something to end, they're going to end the situation for you, or they're going to make the situation more worse and uncomfortable because this is a time where you're supposed to be leaving a situation and growing and changing, and you're not. So the universe is going to make something very unbearable for you. So be careful when manifesting the things that you want at this time and the changes that you want to implement at this time as well, because whatever you bring to the universe is going to give it to you. But the thing is, you may have to do it by your hand. So it may be a situation where it's going to make it so uncomfortable that you're going to have to initiate change yourself. For some of you, this is a beautiful time where faith consciousness is really needed during this time period, and delving into the power of prayer with this energy. And we're coming up on high holidays. I think India is also having a high holiday too, I think, as well. So this is a beautiful time to delve into that. The Seven of Coins, now this was in reverse, so this is these two. Let me see. Okay, this one was in reverse, but this is I don't know. So let's flip another card. The Queen of Cups. So yes, but at the same time, you're sitting on your hands about situations. You're dealing with people in your life who are emotionally manipulative, and this could be dealing with family or a lover that is emotionally manipulating you to stay in a situation with them. Okay, and it's very hard for you to move forward from a situation because you could be feeling very stuck from a situation because you feel very bad, okay? And you feel like you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but at the end of the day, you got to be more about your sanity and your life, because at the end of the day, they don't give a crap how you feel. Because if they did, then you would find this great compromise between you two. Then you would find that this is not like a tit for tat game that you're playing with this other person, okay? I feel like for some of you here, there could be a lack of stability at this time, leaving you in some kind of nightmare with this energy because you don't have any plans, you don't have anything going on at this time. So you could feel emotionally frustrated and dealing with your anxieties. For some of you, this is not going to be the easiest time for your children because they could be dealing with some kind of mental disorder during this time period is what I'm picking up at this time with this energy. For others of you, I feel like you could feel very restrictive in certain situations in your life. The King of Swords, I see confrontation. In the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom. at this time with this energy. I feel like you're very analytical, cautious, grounded in your way of thinking, or this could be dealing with somebody that has wisdom to share for you and may have free advice to give you at this time. And, you know, free advice is the best advice with this energy as well. Okay, so you may want to take it. Yeah, you're not so quick. You're more about your stability. Okay, so it could be like a money thing that is keeping you in a situation at this time. Okay, and that's keeping you stuck in certain situations. It could be your job, you know, and you need your job even though you hate your job, and that could be keeping you stuck. It could be your own fears and emotional hang-ups that are keeping you stuck in a situation. You know, some people deal with spousal abuse. Men and women deal with spousal abuse, you know, and it could be something like that where like the spouse is so manipulative and such a narcissist that is keeping you stuck in a situation. Okay, the Lover's card, a great time for contracts and negotiations. For some of you, there could be talks of future in regards to love relationships at this time as well, and your love life could be taking on to the next level. The Eight of Cups, I feel like you're over certain situations and you're ready to walk away. Once you make the changes in your life, love will come in. Okay, this could be having to move out of your parents' house at this time as well. I see you happy on an emotional level and financial level at this time. The Seven of Wands, yeah, it's going to be a while before you make changes. For some of you, you're dealing with court during this time period as well with this energy. For others of you, you're not getting along with siblings at this time and you're not on speaking terms with them, okay? And it may be a very long time before you get your sorry as well. The Five of Swords, don't talk about your good at this time. Whatever good is happening in your life, just kind of keep it to yourself because nobody is happy for you at this time. All right, so whatever accolades that you make at work, whatever happens, just keep it to yourself. Worst comes to worst, you feel like telling somebody, tell somebody that really loves you at this time. Because I feel like, you know, any kind of milestones that you're making in your life, any kind of little strides or little things that you're making, I don't feel like other people will care or will be happy for you, okay? For some of you, you're walking away from a fight, okay? You're leaving a scene before it escalates as well, alrighty? The Two of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the stick. I feel also you could be reconnecting with an ex or somebody that you know or had a crush on. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer. I feel like you have a lot of resentment as well. So this could be like dealing with your own personal self and like hanging on to past resentments and past hurts and having a difficult time letting go of those. Well, when we do that, when we hold on to the past, we can't move into our future, you know? And then also what we start to do is that we start repeating the cycles that we don't want to repeat because you didn't learn from them the first time. So a lot of things, people, situations look familiar because we haven't learned from them, okay? I do see marriage in the future for some of you at this time. This could be a great time for spiritual rituals because of the lunar eclipse energy, maybe the solar one too, because, you know, I keep bringing that up here and I didn't do that to the other ones. So that's something to think about. The Tower card, major changes are coming up. Things are going to be out of your control during this time period as well. So it could be like a heavy energy time for some of you, not all of you. It depends what's going on in your natal chart. So you got to think about that as well because some of you do have your Saturn return. I see litigations happening, estate, probate, will planning happening as well for some of you with these energies. The Four of Wands talks of future. For some of you, this is a beautiful energy time for love, new love coming in, lots of talks of future. But remember, keep your feet planted, okay? Because all is not what it seems, alrighty? I feel also you can be... this could be a time period where you need to watch your money situation because as quickly as money comes in, as quickly as it leaves, and you may think that this could be like you think you have enough money for certain things, but you don't. I feel like also there is a relationship that is not built on love around you and emotional fulfillment, but it's more built on security and money. So it may be hard to leave that, but at the same time, I feel like divorce is looming around there. And the Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work out. I feel like some of you could be delving into self-pity and woe is me energy, you know, so this would be a great time to get therapy. This is restless energy as well. I would really use this time to get therapy, some kind of direction to help you pull you out of any kind of depression that you might be in at this time. A lot of things are going to be out of your control, for better or for worse. Things can happen very quickly this month for you as well. And we can feel that over the next 2 weeks because you do have a stellium in your 12th house of Taurus during View My Gems. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And then also check out my TikTok, Marie Moore Astrologer, for the eclipse energy for tomorrow. Kisses.